Hello everybody, Andrew Wilbur. I'm the PLEX Integration Manager. With me today I have Mike Panalino, Director of Strategic Integration, as well as Ben Stewart, VP of Product Strategy for PLEX. Rockwell recently acquired PLEX Systems, and our focus here is in the cloud space for MES. And I wanted to talk today with Ben and with Mike about how this fits into our strategy as a company and a little bit about the product. So I'm going to start with Mike. Mike, what does PLEX bring to our customers that we didn't previously have before?
Well, you know, one of the primary things is about being able to deploy production automation systems into the cloud. And so having a fully multi-tenant, single instance SaaS platform to deliver these applications on is actually one of the big pieces that it brings to us. In addition to that, what PLEX gives us that we didn't have before are solutions that we have for quality management, supply chain planning. They even have our enhanced discrete capabilities for MES. And so those applications really do add more to the portfolio and give us an opportunity to deliver more value to our customers.
Yeah, good. Ben, you were a customer actually of PLEX for 10 years before you ended up working for PLEX. So what was it about PLEX as a customer that you really enjoyed, and kind of why did you guys go down the route of PLEX? Mm-hmm. And where were the things that you found to be the pieces of value for you as a customer?
Yeah, it was a great experience. This was back in 2008, and wasn't super familiar with PLEX at the time, but we were switching off of legacy systems, both ERP and custom MES. And so as we got to know PLEX was really they were a pioneer in the field. You know, someone who is doing cloud MES solutions for 20 years, multi-tenant SaaS. It was really pretty much unheard of then. It's uncommon today. And so, you know, we got to see how we could really take. We were struggling like a lot of companies. Our systems were out of date. We were on old versions. We'd customized. We couldn't upgrade. And PLEX was so refreshing that we got to come in. It was easy to understand. It was quick to implement. And we were able to really deploy it quickly across our enterprise and really get a common template, which is one of the beauties of the SaaS product, is that we could set it up and then take that template. We did lots of settings to make it fit each plant. But then from our global enterprise, we could easily navigate to a plant in Nebraska, the same as a plant in Shanghai, China, or in Germany. So it made it very seamless to run the company, and we got tremendous value out of being able to navigate the company through this easy to deliver, easy to use product.
Yeah, cool. So, rapid deployment, continually being up to date on the software, but what were the KPIs that you guys were tracking, and how did you see improvement in that by using PLEX as a system?
Yeah. So we had a number of things, and PLEX sees a lot of the same metrics improve across our customers today, and the ones that we were looking for were improved inventory turns, lower inventory, uptime, OEE, better quality, reduced total cost of quality. So those were things that it's easy. PLEX is it's got a serialized inventory system, so it gave us traceability. It had integrated quality, so it really helped us control the manufacturing process and know what was going on. Most companies that have a standard ERP system, they know their raw material and they know their finished good, but everything in between is often a mystery to them. And they've got people going out to the shop floor and they're manually counting things, and they're trying to, especially now with the supply chain disruptions that companies are experiencing, can I build this? Do I have the parts to build this? And to be able to pivot and adjust and update that production plan based on the resources you have is critical. And we found that it helped our customers get a fast throughput, better throughput, better inventory levels, and better quality.
Good. So the thing that struck me was the breadth of your portfolio, right? So you guys have quality management, you have ERP, supply chain, full-blown MES. As a customer, how do I not get overwhelmed with the capability that you bring? And where do I start? Like if I wanted to, to your point, I've got a bunch of systems all over the place and I don't really know where I begin. What would you say to a customer? Like what's the core thing that you would be looking at?
Yeah, so we often try to, we encourage them to find, where are your key pain points? What are the problems that you're looking to solve? So is it inventory? Is it excess and obsolete? Is it scrap? Is it I've sustained a quality issue with my customer? So pick those things that are going to make the most impact to your business, and then pick a plant. Sometimes that's there's a wide variety of reasons you'd pick a certain place to start. It could be, oh, I've got an acquisition and I need to put something new in. I've got a plant that had a quality issue. I've got a workforce that needs more. I need more automation because I can't keep enough resources to run it or to drive my quality controls. And so pick something where there's a pain point, and then run a pilot. So come in, pick that plant. We'll launch it with you. And like you said, there's across the portfolio, there's easy places to start. Someone could say, hey, I just want to do production monitoring. Take a few weeks and put in a product that's going to show me if my equipment's running and is it running at target rates. And we can deploy something like that super fast. And then you could grow from there. You could say, well, I want to do a quality system in the plant, or I want a corporate quality system across my entire enterprise. I would like to do, I want a MES system across, and I want to start that in a particular region or a particular plant. And so just get started, make sure it provides the value, and we'll engage with customers too and say, look, we've got a value engineering team. They'll look at the metrics that you have, and then help you put a business case together and say, like, if our customers that are like your business achieve this type of inventory level, this type of OEE, and you can then justify the cost of the software and the implementation of it very quickly through operational metrics, and that's what our customers tend to realize, a very fast ROI.
Yeah, another thing that struck me about your portfolio and the way that you guys go to market, and speak to this a little for us, is the way you deploy your solution is you're trying to build those experts within the customer, right? So instead of we're going to come in heavy-handed and deploy for you, you guys are doing a lot of the work to really create experts in your customer, which helps the ongoing deployment rollout to other facilities.
Yeah. And that was one of the fantastic things from a customer standpoint too, is that we would identify our team, our core team, and as you go to launch the software, Plex does the training with them. They launch the first site. They show you, give you that best practice, the expertise. Here's how you configure it. Here's the results, and really bring the customer's core team together. And then really after the first 1-2 plants, customer can go do that on their own. And if they're maybe doing a new module, something that they had deferred to later on because there's a lot of content, then they bring us back, us or one of our partners, and say, hey, okay, I don't know this one yet. You guys show me how, and then they can run with it. And from a customer standpoint too, it meant I didn't have to have a lot of technical people, because it's hosted in our data centers. We've got all the servers, state of the art, security, and all those things. I didn't need programmers. I didn't need to buy servers. I could offload that on Plex and their best of breed and top level content and talent, and then I could just focus on analysts and people who really could deliver the business value that we were looking for.
Cool. We have a couple minutes left. Mike, where would I find Plex if I'm watching this? Where would I find Plex today on our show floor?
So out on the show floor, you can actually find them in 2 locations. We have the digital transformation booth, in which Plex is showing a couple different capabilities, including the new production monitoring that we talked about, and then also in our product showcase booth as part of our operations hub. You can also find them there.
And then Ben, you're actually presenting during this week as well, which I believe is available for people that are streaming, and they can see your presentation. But what are you covering?
Yep. So there's a recorded version, and then a couple presentations live here. And it is about cloud MES. So we take a look in the presentation about what are the differences between cloud MES and a traditional on-premise MES. Some of the advantages of something like Factory Talk, and then a Plex cloud solution, and where do those line up well and complement each other, and then some of the capabilities of Plex, and then how do companies get started. So.
Good. Yeah, and I know we have Mike Hart here as well, right? And Mike is presenting production monitoring, so it's kind of that starter solution into our full-blown MES. Yep. So thank you guys. I know we're right at about time, so thanks for sitting with me today. If you're interested in Plex, like we mentioned, they're in the industrial digital transformation booth, the product technologies booth, and the 2 sessions, and then online. So thanks for your time today.